bad news is the power grid yesterday, if you noticed the weird sign-off that wasn't a sign-off, yeah, the power grid here just for some reason said blink. And at that point, I'd already taken so long getting ready for the festival, I just had to, you know, had to jet. Yeah, y'all. Unfortunately, oh, maybe it isn't all that noticeable from here. Oh, yeah, it is. Unfortunately, the game got corrupted when the power grid went down. Good news, we get like little less than 10 days back, and we now know how to build better, i.e. we're going to do this pyramid top down. But yeah, y'all, sorry about that. Outside of that, Fall Festival was super fun. I did not realize I was going to be the only one there dressed up. Boy, howdy did I turn heads. It was sad for a minute. But you gotta do the brave thing, right, folks? What do you do when you show up to a costume party in costume that wasn't a costume party? Well, strut that shit like you meant it. It was kind of fun, y'all. Even with, like, all things considered, all crushing social embarrassment of being in full, like, dead face makeup, and it not being as I was explaining to a dear childhood friend that we were texting and talking earlier today, it was like, I show up and at first I was like, oh God, as I'm riding the bicycle into U-Harley, or as I call it, U-Harley proper, because it's where the city council meetings happen, it's where the commission center is, it's where the police station is, it's like the little bitty baby hub of U-Harley. And if you check out their Facebook page, the Fall Festival went off great. But it was very, how do I... When I got there, there were quite a few people in what I would consider Amish-esque attire. Like, they had the fun pointy, well, not pointy, but had the fun hats. The ladies were in proper old-timey hand-spun dresses. And it was like, I saw a kid getting toted to the police station laughing because it wasn't like, he was doing it for the bit and for whatever his channel was, probably on some new network the kids are on. But the cop was taking him in and nerm, like, I don't remember what was being said, it was a bit. But the kid was laughing, and it's basically, it's a garden shed with rolled steel coiled bars on like 3 walls of it, and the front being a garden shed with a little door on it. And yeah, it's historically the size of the, I keep forgetting what I'm doing because I'm getting sidetracked by the stories from yesterday. But it's not like it wasn't meant to be for real. And so it was just meant for laughs. And as I'm walking through, it's like ye old sheriff, ye old people. And then me, looking like a scene out of an old school zombie movie, if you've seen this. I think I uploaded the pictures to here at one short point. If not, I will while I'm at the laundromat today. But it was quite the head turner for a lot of folks. Originally, my fellow content creator I thought was going to be there and put on dead face as well. I was hoping to go and hopefully she was just going to intuitively be a Poison Ivy-esque figure. But, you know, I was hoping to be looking like one of Poison Ivy's minions. Well, we were supposed to meet up at 12, her friend and her and me. And by 1, it was, okay, well, I'm done. Had me a funnel cake with the face makeup on. Did a short live stream if you were there for that. And it should have also been not privated. If it is, then I'll fix that. Like I said, y'all, it was my first attempt doing a live stream of the sort. yes, technically by Georgia law, as I checked into it, the center or the Commerce Center and the courthouse, technically, yeah, I can film the crowd, just not the kids, and I get that completely. I still wouldn't. People's privacy is important. I mean, I saw folks yesterday I ain't seen since high school, and I'm figuring that's been by choice on their part too. So it's like, you know, people's privacy is important. I don't want to invade on it with my streams. So I tend to, when I'm recording, videotape myself in the sky or something like that. Either way, it was fun for everybody. I checked in at the library, dropped off a few books, my good deed, whatever. I'd already read them. They weren't like thick. They were thick books, but they weren't like complex reading. One was a book on succulents and managing them. One was a book on house plants. And yeah, I'll admit it, I was interested, but that was back before I sold the old house, so I had like a big house. Well, that sounds quite. It had 3-4 bed. To be accurate, it had 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, and a garage, more or less. So I had ample space to like do greenery and the like. I had left that place almost 2 years ago now. It had just been caught up in court for quite some time, and honestly, it was getting quite unpleasant with my remaining living family around it, so it was like, nah, I'm outie. It was also advised upon me by a lawyer and friends alike to just go ahead and sell it and be done, because by the time I was selling it, at that point, my uncle was already like actively trying to destroy the place that I lived in while I lived there. Get the city to like make it to where nobody could live there. But either way, got a good chunk of change from it. And I don't know why I got off on this tangent other than the housing market's rough, y'all. Ooh. That hurt but not killed me. But yeah, festival's a lot of fun. And if you still want to go and you feel, oh no, I missed out, fuck, I had work, I had I hear you, friends. More importantly, the city council of U Harley heard you, and as of, I believe, a year ago, or 3 years ago, 4 years ago, more like to be more accurate, they, the Fall Festival is a 2-day affair. Now, today's going to be more of a wind-down, have-fun affair, I believe. There's still going to be someone performing at the amphitheater. I'm not sure who. Originally, I planned on going out today, but the kitten's laundry needed changing, and with that laundry changing, looking at my little bag of coats for wintertime, and having experienced that first frost of the year as I walked outside this morning, yeah, it's time to go ahead and hit the laundromat again. I tend to launder my jackets just because while I can wash t-shirts, blue jeans, and the like in the bathtub for saving a lot of money, it's a lot harder to wash things like jackets. I'd rather go to a machine and have it done like deep and super hot. Because while I love our brothers and sisters, the tiny insects and the spiders, and I do truly love them friends, it's why I get so many fun pictures of the Joro spiders and the like, but I don't want them on me. And when the jacket's been in storage for a year or so, yeah, it's got, well, not a year, it's been a season or so, but it got some, I don't want to fuck with it on it. It got some fuck that juice on it, so we're just gonna move on and wash it. And a very nice lady, not the Misfits Farm, that was, I got jam from them. We'll see how good that jam is. It's another nice lady that we'll give a proper shout out to once we get the chance to have David try her jam. but I got him 2 jars of blackberry jam. And I got a possum, y'all. Not a real one. Though, honestly, if the market keeps as it is, I might get me a real possum for the end of my lifetime. That'd be kind of awesome. 'Cause I love possums. But, and what's bad is I technically could get a possum right now, but it would be an Australian variety it's a cute variety, and don't get me wrong, they belong in Australia. Their home and native land. The possum I want to have is the one like you see on the side of the road here in the South all the time. They're sweet, they're, okay, they can get rabies, but it is so hard, it's a rare thing. You can effectively say they're rabies proof. In order for them to get rabies, they have to already be sick with something else that would hurt their immune system. Because technically it's either too hot or too cold, but their body burns at such a temperature that rabies cannot live inside of them. Again, unless they're sick or otherwise. And they're cute little screech cats. I'm sorry, y'all, but I've seen wild ones that, while I will never recommend handling wild animals, leave wild animals alone and in the wild, you can basically poke them. They'll yell and they'll screech and they'll spit, but their first defense is to play dead and emit a smell the likes of which you don't want to experience. Their second defense is to run like hell. Now, if you get it cornered and stuck and it's got nothing else, nowhere else to go, and playing dead hasn't worked, which, by the way, that's not playing, they go into a comatose state. But if it doesn't trigger and they can't, then they might fight. But there's not a lot of fight in them, friends. They're adorable little critters. And, how do I put it? Technically, by the national standard, they are not endangered. They are a species that is y'all, they're the only. It's only them. They're the only living North American marsupial. And when you're in a category of 1, yeah, everything's endangered. They're beautiful, sweet little critters, and yeah, I'm going to upload the pictures of the 2. I bought one from a kid, at least I think the kid might have made them. It was entirely 3D printed stuff, and I know, please don't get on to me for it, y'all. I like to support local artwork, even if it is 3D printed, because, I mean, y'all, it is a job to break that plastic, acrylic, whatever shit off the machine you use to print it, and it is work to assemble those fucking clickety-clack things. It is work to put it into the machine and to get it to spit out the... I'm not talking somebody went up to Chat GPT and said, "Hey Chat, make me an opossum that goes clickety-clack." That they had to actually put in a formula or a code, which either cost money or had to be made, and it spit out this adorable little toy that they had to assemble for me. I got one hanging on the wall by its tail and 3 other points like it's a spider possum. And I got one much more anime cute-esque one next to my Pennywise duck on top of the DVD player at the second. I've got plans for both of them, I just don't know what yet. But yeah. Still going on for a day, the Harley Fall Festival. If you like, I think I put my Facebook links on the YouTube. If not, I will be doing that soon. I'm going to have at least an hour at the laundromat of just sitting on my ass. I was going to bring crochet and maybe do a live stream from their outdoor smoking area. I just haven't decided yet. Again, my big thing is I would do it in the laundromat, but that's people doing their privates as well as like their workwear and shit, you know? I don't want to... People's privacy matters, and while I know that I could go and try to learn how to be a journalist or whatever the degree would be for this nonsense, I'm just trying to be respectful, you know? And in this realm, I can say and do whatever I want, because this is our Minecraft, y'all. But out in the real world, it's important that we behave ourselves accordingly and have etiquette and be respectable people in society. I finally kind of understand how my school always said it when you're representing us, da 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 da. I kind of get it and all that means, you know? There's so many fascists and so many assholes running around. We kind of, it's like yesterday, some adorable kid made my day. And I think I made his parents laugh a little, because, okay, let me paint you a word picture. I hope you understand what a Great Pyrenees is. Look up Casper the dog, because I believe the dog's name was Casper. But he fought off two coyotes, and then subsequently, because those coyotes had threatened his pup and his lady dog, he hunted down and killed those coyotes. It was a dog. It was a Great Pyrenees. I think Casper's still alive, so I should stop saying that. Also, Casper was a he. But it made the wanting for the breed jump up. They're a very good, very protective dog breed, and Alice is half. If you've seen my YouTube shorts with the dog in it, Alice is half Great Pyrenees. Yesterday at the festival, I think I got a short picture of him on the video. There was a Great Pyrenees in the crowd that you could see from the distance of the field. It was a Great Pyrenees. And yeah, it was, I think I even had a short talk with the fellow on the screen, just a hey kind of situation, but still. Got to see one in the flesh. There was a kid that as I was eating, saw it in the flesh and, oh, your makeup's scary. And it was, aw. Thanks, kid. It is Halloween. So hindsight, had I known that I was going to be there solo rather than going with a Poison Ivy-esque henchman design, I would have gone with more of a... Well, okay, I'll level with y'all. I was going for something like Cult of the Lamb-like and all that, but without a fursuit or anything else. So I didn't want to look full cult because I am in the South and I'm in a southern town, and I don't want to die. So I went for, you know, middle ground. The problem is once again, I came out and I don't know, I'll let y'all be the judge. I think the makeup looks pretty good, personally, especially considering that was my first time. I mean, not my first time doing face makeup, my first time that I didn't do just like a skull with occult designs, or... That was my first time leaving my comfort zone and doing something different. And considering that, I think I did pretty good. Also, I bought big girl makeup for the affair, so stand by for more makeup stuff. I just need to learn how to use it, and damn it, y'all, my algorithm is so fucked up. I tried looking up makeup tutorials, spooky makeup tutorials, and I either got, okay, well, I'm going to just go ahead and throw myself off a bridge now, because, wow, they're doing, like, face-off level, knock my socks off, makeup design with, like, Dollar General, dollar store, here's how, it's just clown makeup kits. Danica May 613, I'm sorry you left the game. Hope you didn't break nothing. I didn't realize anyone was in this game with me. That's creepy. Huh. Oh, I know I left the game open. It's just... See what I mean? It's a haunted server. This is why we left the server and created the one that got corrupted and died when the grid went down. I just don't want to lose it because we put so much time and effort into it. Either way, I'll stick around for a little bit, but I've still got to go into town, hit the laundromat, and probably the Ingles. And I'm going to try to stay on the road like a big brave boy all the way there now that I got my mirrors. Because honestly, y'all, the main reason I kept darting off the road, if you happen to be driving your Harley Road and was wondering, hey, why is that fellow carrying a bicycle? When I can't see behind me, I get super fucking paranoid. Have you ever played the game The Dredge? Oh, that... I don't like that even a little bit. What's the point of a wall if it can just be walked through? There we go. Nice and safe now. Let's go ahead and make all of them nice and safe. Yeah. But still weirding me out. They must have been in spectator mode or something. I hope I'm not going to go and see something completely wrecked or destroyed. But back on the topic. Now that I got mirrors that I can see behind me, I'll know if I'm holding up traffic. And honestly, in some ways, it's just, y'all, they need to add a bicycle lane. Or put a proper sidewalk in. And now that I can actually attend city meetings whenever I know they're happening, I'll start going and sitting in to see how the city works. Maybe eventually start, you know, having a chit-chat with some of our council people. Maybe even have them come on live if anyone would be interested in that sort of thing. I'm not going to be one of those sovereign citizen nightmares. That's not my goal in any way, shape, or form. I just, you know, we always get taught how the system works as children, and I don't think that's how it works at all, but beyond that, let's find out how it works from first-hand experience. It'd be nice to attend. And it'd be nice to see more of the folks that are around me, sort of thing, you know? Because honestly, I rag on the South a lot, I do. But that's because a lot of the people I see, it's in the natural habitat. I don't see them on their good behavior. I see them when they're thinking nobody's watching. And yeah, that makes me sound creepy. That's not my intention. I just do a lot of, oh good, the grid's still there. We can still build down in the Great Mine. But, I don't know, y'all. Like I said, I'm still figuring everything out streaming-wise. And it's a fun figuring out. I think we'll clear this one out and make it more of a tower. Also, admittedly, having the little speaker does help because, yeah, y'all, I can just basically blast my music. And part of it is obstinacy, but like, when I rolled up into where the festival was happening, I shut the speaker off, and once the sidewalk became too clogged to continue rolling on, I went ahead and I got off my bike and started pushing that. It's more about accommodating people around you. If you're really worried about talking to folks and getting into the whole walking around bits, it's more about being accommodating to the folks around you, and just, like I said, my biggest goal every day is to try not to be an asshole. Just every day. That's how I start my day. That's how the day will hopefully end. Is sometimes I fail, sometimes I succeed, but every day, try not to be an asshole today. And yesterday I kind of failed. I'll be honest with y'all, I kind of failed. I wasn't trying to, but I did. It was one of those, I ran into the library about time to take my makeup off, because I was planning on leaving it on the entire time, regardless of if anyone showed up or not. After all, it's spooky season. Part of spooky season to being spooky. Damn it, I'll live and die by these standards. But, yeah. But when you're walking around and it goes from being a crisp, like around 60, 70 degrees to a nice warm 80, the mix of high-grade makeup and clown makeup starts to work together against you, and it's just, okay, it's time to go get this off. Thankfully, friends, remember the 5 P's, proper preparation prevents poor performance, and I went ahead and just took my makeup wipes and went for the library, because they have good big mirrors that I can use to wipe off the makeup. I did not realize as I walked in, and she was basically, yeah, they're letting me shut down early today since the festival and all that, and I Well, I hope you get the chance to go and enjoy the festival. By the way, can I steal your bathroom for just 1 minute to take my makeup off? She was like, sure, and I run in there, took a quick before pic, start wiping it off. And if you notice oh, I guess y'all wouldn't because I ain't posted it yet, but the before and after pics, the after pics are darker. That's because the light was turned off. I didn't realize until she turned the light off, oh shit, it's like 2:02. I probably ran in there like 1:50, like, you know, right at 2 o'clock. And basically she had been nice and I was an asshole. Most of the time when you're being an asshole, you don't mean to be. You're just, oops. It's sort of like how I really want to take my dry erase board, my dice, and go around and just sell some of my little Keshi artwork. And I've spoken to Cult of the Lamb, or at least one of their Facebook sponsors, and the cult is cool with it. So I was going to go and make a few of the little, like, the things you trade in to get new Lammy outfits, and I call them Lammy, whatever the lamb's name is. But I was going to make a few of those little trinkets and maybe a few little discs of the old gods before they were damaged by the one who waits, and just basically play knuckle bones. Charge, like, if it's a cardboard effigy, it'd be 50 cents, 10 cents, free to learn how to play. Give them to the kids, whoever wants to play. And then, like, the wood ones or the stone ones, since that'll actually entail electricity and Dremel bits, that one will be like $1 buy-in or a $2 buy-in. And as I'm running through this idea, I'm like, it kind of sounds like I'm running a tiny casino, and that's not my goal. I'm wanting to do something fun. I just know that, you know, I will need new bits eventually to make these little effigies. If I had magical powers, I wouldn't charge shit. Hint, hint, if any eldritch or powerful beings are listening. Hint, hint. Give me superpowers. I promise I won't abuse them much. I'll only make the world balanced with my superpowers. Yeah, I know, that feels like every arch-villain story starts with that promise, but still. Nah, I'm playing. There's no ancient deities to deal with the cool eldritch makeup and such. That's kind of what I was going for other than Ivy Henchman, was sort of eldritch horror thing. Because that's kind of what my whole motif overall is. I just want to be a fun eldritch fiend. I want to feed on your entertainment. Which admittedly, I guess I don't do that very well when what I'm doing now, but I'm growing. I'm a baby eldritch horror. I'm only 37 soon. That's the other thing, is age does have a meaning, and my friends are trying to be comforting, but my God, if you're not older than me, which I totally get if you're older than me and say, oh, come on, man, 37 ain't shit. I get it if you're older. If you're younger than me, oh, come on, 37 is... Okay, this is how I put youth up as. If you would be a story to be an orphan at that age, then it's youth. You're very young. If you can't say tender young age, congratulations, you've hit adulthood. I'm effectively Nightwing. Hell, let's face it, I'm effectively Gen 1 Batman at this point, age-wise. Just minus the billions or the bondage gear. But yeah, y'all. To thine own self be true. And yeah, all the people keep telling me, oh, come on, 37 ain't much. It's a little old. It's a little old. I'm not like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I should get to retire or anything like that. I'm just saying, I'm also not a kid no more. I need to start thinking long term. Need to start eating a little bit healthier. Why did the Enderman teleport to me? Why is it trying to pick a fight? I don't want no fight, but putting a pumpkin on, or a jack-o'-lantern on my head fucks my vision. And then I fall and die, and I don't want to die. Okay, I think this is where we were going to start cutting the path away at? If that's the case, let's make a clear divide and a posting. This is what people tune in to see anyway, isn't it? The harrowing heights of deep digging. And I will, as soon as I can generate enough revenue to get one, get a system that'll actually let me hook my phone up to the handlebars, and y'all be able to see the ride-alongs a lot better. Then we'll do ride-along streams rather than just walking talks and the like. But for now, the little cool pocket thing I've got's really cool. It basically allows me to put the cell phone and everything else in this little lock thing that's on the front handlebars, and when I go to get off somewhere, I can lock the bike in place and pop off this little hard-bodied purse, more or less. It's pretty sweet. Oh good, I was about to say, I guess I'm gonna have to jump it. But fate had other plans. And who knows, maybe we'll do another Cult of the Land stream soon. That way I can more or less break down Knuckle Bones and make a few episodes total about it, so we might be able to get more people into it. That'd be pretty cool, I think. Alright, how are we going to divvy up this tower good here? First, widen out the room to at least be one size. That way we know where we're cutting down, why we're cutting down, and how we're cutting down. We'll have tasks branching off after that. Like I said, y'all, I'm looking at this as a better way to get more organized. Because also, sadly, I haven't looked outside yet. I don't want to show y'all that yet. Okay, buddy, I don't want to choose violence, but I guess I'm left with no choice. We'll have to go outside soon. Soon I'll run out of wood and we'll have to see the state of the outside. For now, though, it's not so bad. I just lied to y'all, I'm sorry. I have been outside once because we don't have the one add-on building anymore, and I added a little bit to try to give a build impression to go off of. Not bad, y'all. I didn't mean to fib to y'all or to lie. Yesterday, actually, I don't know, yeah, yesterday was a bit of a busy blur of a day for the most of it. Let's actually go check outside since I've got a ton of materials I can put to use. But before we do, let's go collect some more. Yeah, we also lost our armor set. Rip to the armor set. That should be enough space for all of them. Let's go collect some grating. There's my grating. Alright, cool. I thought I had more stairs than I currently have. We'll make it work anyway. Why bother? I can just do it this way. Let's see how far she goes. I felt like a little bit much. What if we got to this other chest? That was drop off a good number. And then we get to harvesting. Very carefully, mind you. I should probably wait on just a second for that one. We'll leave those two as is. Or shall we? Yeah, we'll leave them as is for now. Oh shit. Oh. Didn't realize that tower was also gone. Oh well. That's it, y'all. We got some work to do, but we'll get it done. It'll be so cool when we get finished. Alrighty. Sorry for the early sign off, y'all. I might do a teeny bit of building later on today when I get back. Depends on how bad my legs feel. Remember, y'all, ride to Harley's about 2 miles. A ride to Cartersville's about 7. About 4, maybe 7, maybe 8 total. I don't know. It'll be fun to get on the app. And eventually we'll do, it's basically the same route I did for the walking talks, but this time I'll be on a bicycle. But alright, y'all, it should be fun for all. Well, it'll be fun for me, I guess. All the way down for a minute. When we come back, we'll probably mine around the rest of the base here just to clear out this section and work our way up. But y'all be good, and we'll see you in the next one. Work together, y'all. All that. Endure and survive. Hopefully we'll see you this afternoon. Either way, maybe doing a live stream at the laundromat. We'll see. Y'all be good, and we'll see you later either way. Bye for now.